When I was a very young man, I used to go downtown in Philadelphia, which is, those guys are having a tough time over there in Philly, huh? Um, when I was young, I used to go and, let me get my other glasses here. I used to go and, there you go. I used to go and look at this statue down in Center City. Sorry about that. Let me get some more light. And it was, while everybody was, looking at other statues, there was this one statue that kept drawing me, especially when we go on field trips. I went to a school called Girard College. It was all boys school, but suffice it to say, we would go on these field trips, and it would, pretty much every time we go on a field trip, we go down to, where the founding fathers did the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia and all that down there in Center City. And it was this one statue that I always would visit. He was like a friend. He was like somebody who gave me comfort for some reason. And maybe, these videos are a culmination of that. The thinker. And, I guess I just never really, I always thought that, I never really knew why he drew himself to me. I was drawn to him, but I know that it's a big part of what I am now. I'm a thinker. And I guess, the reason, and a solutionist. And I guess the reason why a channel like this, to start out with, won't have a lot of subscribers is because this channel is solution based. Okay? It's not complaint based. It's not a channel that you could come to and air your grievances and there not be a solution to your problem. Right? And a lot of remember, I'm not talking about those brothers that got their lives together, because this was part of the BMG series. I'm talking about those brothers that need help, that need, that need, some understanding into their issues, as well as those who aren't brothers that, are watching, you want to know, how to think your way out of something general. You know what I mean? If you can't afford an education or you can't afford to go to, a doctor or something like that, these channels are for you too. Or just somebody who, needs reminded that, you can do it. My biggest problem with a lot of the grassroots issues that we deal with in our communities, one of those are people's inability or lack of ability or even ability to want to find solutions to their problems. I mean, the first thing that leaps out a lot of people's mouths when you come up with a solution for them is, it's their fault. I can't, you know what I mean? Or, I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that. Or, man, I already tried that. Man, try again. You think Jordan or Thurgood Marshall or Malcolm X, all of them guys had to try and try and try again. Sometimes trying the same thing on different people or trying the same thing in different circumstances. You know what I mean? teacher of the flame, I don't have the kind of resolve you have. They always got some excuse. I knew a woman who I was dating, and every time I tried to give her a solution, because you know I have a background in psychology, every time I gave her a solution to a problem, what'd she do? Oh, I tried that. Oh, that's not working. Look, a lot of people say they want a solution to their problems, but here, I'm here to tell you something. And this is a sad secret, but that ain't true. That's not true. A lot of people say they want solutions to their problem, really don't. They don't want to really find a way to get from out under a lot of their issues because they're comfortable with complaining. You know what I mean? It's comforting not to be able, not to, move forward, not to be able to do something and have somebody else, you know what I mean, listen to your gripes and crying and moaning and groaning all the time. That could be comfort. That's comforting to a lot of people. You know what I mean? I don't want you to build me any affordable housing. You know what you could do for me? You build nice motel style housing for all of us, and something like that. And you know what else? You know what you can do for it? Give us free education. Free education, and put it this way. I'm gonna put an asterisk on this, or a caveat. Free education for those who maintain a 2.5 GPA. That's a C average. You know what I'm saying? Free education for anybody who can do it on an average level or above. Solution to a lot of the problems. Solution to a lot of the problems that people have in these communities. Look, why should I go to a church, okay, and sit down and allow somebody to put something in my head so that I could put something in a plate and pass it on, and so that person could get a nice car or live in a nice house off of my need of knowledge? What? That's ridiculous. Like, now if you stop and think about it, you know what I mean, how ridiculous that sounds. How come black folk can't go meet at a house every Sunday, meet at a different house every Sunday, or meet at some place every Sunday, and talk about the things of Christ? Well, what would be wrong with that? The solution to a lot of our problems are in our communities, right? So if everybody's sitting around talking about Christ, you know what I mean, and everybody get an equal share of discussing, his teachings, you could throw in there, hey, you know what? That sounds like something that we could do in our community. You know what I'm saying? That's like something that we could take from what Christ did and apply it to our ongoing issues. We could talk about politics in those places like that. Have these satellite places talk to each other online. Okay? Are you starting to get the solution to a lot of our issues? A lot of our problems? You know what I'm saying? We don't need an Al Sharpton. We don't need T.D. Jakes. We don't need Joyce, or we don't need to fill up these places and these people walking around in $1,000 suits for what? What's the need for that? You know what I'm saying? So stopping and thinking for a black man is essential. If we stopped and thought about a lot of why are they coveting our vote at this time? Pivotal point in American history, which they always point to us. I mean, Obama. I mean, Thurgood Marshall. I mean, the 54th. Do I need to go any further? Nat Turner. Okay? They always, at a critical time in this country's history, they always come to us black men about it. Sure, they like to make us cannon fodder when they mad, or if they need entertainment, escape, football. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? What about if what about if every black man jumped off the football field? Let's see how football looks. How about basketball? Those are the two leading sports white folks like to watch brothers play. Like that, those are the two leading sports in this country. Not baseball, not hockey, you know what I mean, not soccer, basketball and football. Those sports that we excel at. Okay? Stop and think. Each day, my advice to you as a black man, a part of this BMG series, is every day, you don't have to sit like me, like I said before, but sit and think. Give yourself a chance to think. I know you got kids, wife, all that stuff going on, all this madness, but stop and give yourself a chance to think. Think out your problems. Think out your next move. For the future. Think about the ramifications of thoughts that you have now. How would this thought be in a week, a month, a year? You see what I'm saying? If I'm giving up, how do I expect my sons not to give up? Because they watching, right? We need to start thinking like that for ourselves as black men. You know what I mean? We need to start coming together on a level unprecedented. And it don't have to be a big splash on the TV. It could be in the cut, in secret. Like I said before, you see a black man on the street, yo, what's up, bro? How's it going? Stop and talk to him for a little bit. How you doing? What's your name? Learn some, you know what I mean? Find somebody new in your life. Some brother walking down the street with his hoodie on. What's up, man? I love you. That should be our greeting. Hey, man, what's up? I love you. How's it going? What you doing? You know what I mean? Start finding out what's going on with one another on a one-on-one basis. Solution.